It's another episode of Delta Online Television, and it's still your host, Emmanuel of Polytechnic. So seated here today with me is a very distinguished man in the society, an academic guru, one with so much intellect, a very high-class techie lecturer of Delta State Polytechnic of Ogwashi-Uku. He is no other than Dr. Emmanuel Akpoveta. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Nice outfit you have there.
Thank you.
Okay, so how are you today?
Very fine, very fine. I'm cool.
Alright, sir. Today's episode strictly is going to be all about rape and suicide, because presently that's the in trend we have today. So first of all, I would like to start with the suicide mission. What's your take on today's suicide with students? Basically, like there's a story of a university student who took her life and left a note that was all about emotional distress. So what's your take on this particular trend, this topic?
Well, when you talk of suicide, it has become so much rampant these days, especially among students. What I see there is majority of them are under the influence of drugs, and strong emotional attachment, like the Unibank girl you referred to. I think I learned he committed suicide based on the fact that the boyfriend jilted her. In the olden days, that was not enough for somebody to commit suicide. There are many guys in the street. Why should somebody commit suicide? But I should believe that the so-called girl was under the influence of drugs and was too much attached. Why should you be too much attached to a guy that is not married to you? You are just dating. You shouldn't be too much attached. And at the same time, the girl in question would have also been under the influence of a serious drug. Maybe she was addicted to drugs. Because when you look at the society where we are today, things are changing. Things are unfolding. It's no longer the way. It's no longer the way we were in many years past. So I should believe that society the suicide issues are so rampant nowadays. There's a lot of drugs and too much emotional attachment.
Talking about too much emotional attachment and drugs, for me, I would like to say this also has to lead to depression. Maybe some of them they get depressed and they feel that's the easy way out.
Well, it's only when you are so emotional attached that you can be depressed. If your emotion, your feelings is not too attached to something, you cannot be depressed so easily. What brings about depression is emotion. Your feeling, yes, you can control your emotions. When you don't be too much, especially somebody is not. Let's even say the person is so married to you, and he said, "No, I don't want to marry again." Is that enough reason for you to say you want to take your life? Life is precious. Why is somebody take his or her life because somebody jilted you, or somebody refused to marry you, or somebody refused to date you again, or somebody said he was no longer interested? It's very appalling and it's disgusting.
Okay, the word disgusting, that's loud. Okay, so what you're, in a nutshell, you're trying to say there should be self-control in all this.
Yes.
Emotionally.
Yes, control your emotion, control your feelings.
And nothing is what taking
yes.
Okay, so what's your advice to those out there that's presently dealing with depression?
My advice is this. People should try as much as possible to control their emotion. And also they should also try to reduce they should know the type of peer group they follow. One of that that could cause this thing is peer group influence. When you feel that your peer group are not more than you, you don't have what they have. Maybe they are going out with somebody who is well to do. Because nowadays most of these boys, you see them driving flashy cars, and maybe the guy, if the person you are going out with at a particular time is the flashy type, he has what it takes, and the person says he's not going to do again. at least being a human being, normal human being, you must feel it. But if the person is a moderate guy that you know that you want to start life together, you will know it doesn't want to taking your life. So people should try as much as possible not to look at wealth when dating or in marriage. They should look at what the person can do. They should follow after the value system. What does society value? We should not follow material things too much. We should not be drifted away because of material things. Rather, we should place the value on the person, not what he has in society. No, yes.
Okay. All right. So that was a nice one, and I would like to know your take presently. It's all, like, as you know very well, on Instagram, like everywhere on social media, rape is the in thing, you get. And what do you think about those girls out there that might have gone through this? Like, if you say 100%, like about 70% of girls have gone through this molestation. Some could be from auntie's husband, stepfather, and all of that. What those that are dealing with this and they've not been able to have the voice to come out and air their view, what's your advice to them? How do you feel they should deal with or handle this?
Those who have been raped?
Yes.
Where it takes two to tango. If you are raped, some people cause for rape. If you dress decently in society, they will not. Although there are some bad guys who that is just their profession. I don't know what they are using it for. They always like raping girls. I was told that they raped one along this road to our school. They raped one, two guys raped one. They carried on a machine, and as they were coming, another guy stopped the bike. Said, "Please, okay, I don't have enough money. Let me just board the bike with you." When they got to the middle of the road, they branched somewhere and they raped this girl. Well, the rape is that is why I look at our society as many things are going wrong. Many things are doing what? Going wrong. In the sense that why should a normal human being? We have more girls we have now than we had 10 years ago. Why should a normal human being who is complete in nature not being able to approach? We have more girls, more beautiful girls, and even they are even giving birth to more beautiful ones. Like the novel says that the beautiful ones are not yet born. So why should somebody? It's also boiled down to the influence of drugs. If not, I don't believe these people that are raping, they are not normal. They are abnormal. They are antisocial. They are deviant society. They are those who are deviated from the norms of the society. And when you are deviated from the norm of society, you need to be excommunicated. But one thing is also certain. Since this has become the pattern of life nowadays, our girls should comport themselves in a manner. When you know where you live, don't come out in the night. Don't stay in a place, in a house where you know has no security. You must be very conscious of where you stay, where you live, your areas, the guys that come around you. Because this rape issue is somebody would have planned you. And if you are planned, you should be able to escape it by knowing before it takes one step, you know before it takes two steps, you know the step is going to what? Take.
Very sensitive.
Yes.
Okay. So your advice to this victim out there would be?
Yes.
The people already dealing with this stigma, what would be your advice to them?
Is it the people that have already been raped, or those that are doing the raping or involved in the raping?
Both the ones, first of all, both the ones that are already they are victims of rape, and those that are planning out there to take more steps, more action.
Well, those that let me say in quote, the rapers in quote, should be careful, because many days for the thieves, one day for the what? Owner. If you are caught, when anything you do, at least one day the repercussion must come, no matter how it is delayed. Why those that have already been raped? You don't need to take your life because you are raped. You are still a complete human being. You just have to get over it, because whatever happens has happened. You don't need going back to it. You look to the future. You don't look towards where you are coming from, but to the future. There's also a brighter life for you. There are even many people who have been raped. They still marry good, better men in society. But what I also want to advise them, in case you are raped and nobody knows about it, don't go and broadcast that I have been raped. If it's only a foolish person that will even say that I have been raped. It is between you and God. You should be able to know that you should not let the cat out of the bag. It's a secret that you need to keep to yourself. Don't let people maybe you want to get sympathy from the society that you have been raped. Don't broadcast it. Just keep it to yourself in case it has happened to you, and forget about it and move on.
But I think so many of them deal with this emotional trauma.
Which emotional trauma?
I wouldn't know. Like
they cannot. When they see men, they dislike them or they detest them.
Yeah.
No, you forget it. It has passed. It has passed. It has passed. If you want to continue to deal with emotional trauma, that may give rise to suicide mission.
Yeah.
That is the truth. You just have to look at it and say no. And you put the past behind you and keep on moving. Life goes on.
So with the suicide thing, nothing is worth taking your life.
No.
According to our doctor here, Dr. Emmanuel Akpoveta said, you shouldn't, nothing is worth taking your life. And concerning those that are victims of rape, like he rightly said, you should forget about it and move on. Yeah, there are better days ahead of you, and you shouldn't let your past
dictate your present. Your past should not dictate your present.
In quotes, your past shouldn't dictate your present. Alright, sir, it was nice chatting with you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
And hello everyone. It was nice staying tuned with our present today's episode on Delta Online TV. Do join us now subsequent interview and always stay tuned. It's your host, Emmanuel. Thank you. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.